Thank you for checking out crypto.chartguys.com, the source for technical analysis in the cryptocurrency world. We are proud to announce our own crypto alert system designed to give you the most critical technical trading information possible no matter where you are. Keep your eyes on the market with mobile or email alerts for MACD crosses, RSI levels, and even inside bar alerts for dozens of coins across multiple exchanges. New features and proprietary ChartGuys indicators are already in development. Our alert system is very easy to customize and utilize, so don't hesitate to sign up for the most effective crypto trading tool on the market at crypto.chartguys.com. Hey everyone, hope you're having a good Tuesday night looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Blue Sky Bull IOTUSD showing up today. We'll look at that at the end. Starting it off with Bitcoin, we have the battle at 10,000 for Coinbase. Some exchanges have already gone over 10,000. Coinbase has not, and that is the battleground today where it's really just been sitting under it all day with some close attempts. We haven't actually touched that number, and when we do, I think we're going to see a decent amount of buy orders come in. Whether or not we take it out in the first attempt, unlikely we do, but something to keep an eye out for is that actual first touch of 10,000. So the weekly time frame, all bulls still, no slowdown in sight. The daily time frame, all bulls, no slowdown in sight. 4-5 green days in a row, big and no upper wick showing profit taking. 4-hour time frame, must keep these higher lows as we've been saying, and the bulls are doing so. Our most recent higher low, 98.40 if you want a strict stop loss. If you want more wiggle room, it's 94.38. And here we are up at the highs. We hit 99.89, 95, and 99.85. So we haven't even come within $10 yet. And there's a huge looming wall of resistance, but we're not seeing people selling. And so we're holding up right under that level. If we see a break of the hourly higher lows, that will be red flag number one. I'm looking at 99.01 and then that 98.40 level. So we are getting very tight here. You can see with multiple hourly inside bars, and looks like we're about to break bearish. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 hourly inside bars. We had 4 back here that broke bullish and had that higher high and new all-time high on Coinbase. But now we're close to a bear break, and we have to be cautious. I'm currently not in a position on Bitcoin. Yesterday, right after I made the video, I grabbed a position, and I posted in the chat room, grabbed BTC before bed, stop under 9,700, low risk, looking for hourly cup and handle. And there's that cup and handle where we had our resistance, the consolidation, the inability to break the left side with the right side, the consolidation of the cup, or I should say of the handle, and that is where I made my entry. I was actually watching the 15-minute time frame, and this candlestick right here, I said, okay, that's given me enough wiggle room where I'm going to put my stop below this level. It's going to be really low risk because I'm entering here at 97.40. If I get stopped out, I'll lose about $50, including fees, in terms of price action, which certainly can be made up very easily at another point in time. So I said, we're in a really bullish market. We're looking at 10,000. I'm going to get in, go to bed, and see if this position can hold overnight. And it did, and we got the breakout of that handle and really nice follow through. So I sold this morning just under that. I sold in the mid to upper 9900s just to lock in that profit, and I figured if we break 10,000, I will be able to buy back in at 10,000. That's the strategy that I utilize often, or if there's a big wall of resistance, I call it taking out insurance, where I will sell just under that wall, and then I will rebuy into that wall if it's going to fall with bull momentum, and then get that continuation. It will cost me, one round trip of, or not a round trip, but one way of market fees, but certainly worth it for that protection, in my opinion, because right now I don't have to worry about any of this. If we pull back, no big deal. I do not have a Bitcoin position, but I do have a Litecoin position, and we'll look at that in just a moment. So Bitcoin, it's all about that hourly higher low in the short term with the inside bars. The alert system is going to send off that break when it happens here any minute if we break 99.40, and we are looking for a pullback to the hourly higher low of 98.40 if we lose that hourly higher low. Bear MACD cross also on the 4-hour time frame. So Ethereum is still very strong. We have a bearish candlestick showing consolidation up at the all-time high on the weekly time frame, and we look at the daily and see that it's healthy consolidation, nothing to worry about at this point. The 4-hour time frame, we're watching similar things where if we lose the higher low pattern, it's a red flag that longer term prolonged daily consolidation is coming. So look at this pattern where we have our high, which is the all-time high, low of the pullback, lower high, higher low, and looks like a lower high was just set at 474.62. If we see a break of 463.60, and 462.10, that's a clear bear break. We have a couple supports nearby, but that's going to shift momentum into favoring the bears with that loss. So I would say the most important support in the short term for Ethereum is 451.81. That's the lowest level of consolidation we've seen in the past couple days. And there's a lack of support right after that because we shot up to the upside. We did not establish support on the way up, except back down here at 401. So really want to hold 451.81. Otherwise, we enter consolidation mode. Hourly time frame shows that it's essentially a descending triangle pattern where you have all these lower highs and almost a horizontal base of support. Not exactly, but that's the general shape. That's what comes to my mind when I look at this hourly chart that's currently forming. So very precarious position for the bulls right now on both Bitcoin and on Ethereum, with the potential to lose the 4-hour higher lows. That being said, look at Litecoin. Litecoin looks fine, and I have a position in Litecoin, and I'll go about my reasoning for that entry fairly recently in just a moment. So bulls looking up at the all-time high, 98.28 is all the bulls are concerned with right now. Well, I take that back. 95 on Coinbase has a good wall of resistance there. If we break 95, my confidence that we're going to test the all-time high in the very near-term future will double essentially. So it's all about 95 right now. And we look at the 4-hour time frame. This is why I got into Litecoin. High, low, lower high, healthy consolidation. So at this point in time, we were watching Ethereum's same 4-hour pattern, and we can pull it up here. And it's high, low, lower high, higher low. But look how much we dropped down here after that lower high formed. Look at Litecoin's lower high and how much we dropped down. We didn't drop down much at all. I entered on this bull candlestick seeing that we were stronger than Ethereum, seeing that there was correlation with Bitcoin, and also knowing that there was a lot less resistance than Bitcoin had. So rather than get into Bitcoin under a 10,000 wall, I'm going to get into Litecoin and enjoy a little bit of green. So we did see some nice upside. This is the candlestick that I got in on. We consolidated and formed a higher low, 93.09. I will exit now if that level breaks. That's now my guideline for the trade. And in terms of resistance, it's 94.40, and we topped out at 94.88. That 94.88 level is the highest price we've seen aside from the all-time high. So if we get that break, 95 will be the key test. Very healthy hourly consolidation had me holding on just fine, pulling back to where I entered, and healthy declining bear volume, higher low established, and the bulls trying to turn things around. So looking at the 15-minute time frame, we have our higher low and higher high, and let's see if we can get a bull MACD cross and some momentum over 95 into tonight. That would certainly be wonderful for the bulls. IOTUSD weekly chart. So I did a video last weekend, and I was looking at the high, low, lower high, higher low, potential lower high. The key break this week was to break the high of this bearish reversal spinning top candlestick, which was at 98.4, and that break increases the odds significantly that we're going to negate the bearish reversal candlestick. So that has us looking up at the resistance of 110, and once 110 broke, that's game over, because that gives us then a higher low and a higher high, and very little price history, I should say game over for the bears, because very little price history for the bulls to deal with, as we are at all-time highs right now. So daily chart, huge bull volume the past few days, just exploding to the upside. Congrats to the bulls that are still holding. They have big gains. I always would be looking to be a bit cautious up here. Perhaps exit, scale out a little bit of the position. But we haven't really consolidated a whole lot, which means we can drop a lot harder. But it also means we can form a base of support like we did here, a bull flag on the 4-hour time frame before continuation. So this support is 1018. Bulls want to maintain that level to keep the higher lows going. And here we are at that all-time high. So I would be scaling out because that's my style. When we see a move this significant, we need to lock in some of that gain, and we will be able to buy cheaper than where we stand right now. And it's just trying to maximize those profits. So support right now is down at 116.6. That's the hourly support. Look at this beautiful inside bar signal. 1, 2, 3, bull break. As soon as we saw a break of 124, that's your entry signal. And really nice follow through. So there's no slowing down right now. The 15-minute RSI did get some brief consolidation. You can see every time I zoom in more and more, I get one more support level. So I start on the hourly, and I can say, okay, our next support is 116.6. Then I go into the 15-minute, and I can say, okay, our first support here is going to be 137. It's just more details. It's like using a magnifying glass and shifting the magnitude of the reflection so you can see more details. So looking at the resistance, it's just psychological from here. 1472, 150, 155, 160, so on and so forth. And because we're in blue sky, the RSI is a lot more uneventful or less meaningful. And you can see we're up here at just above 80 on the daily time frame. The 4-hour chart's above 80. The hourly is in the upper 70s. So we are building some supports on the way up. It's just a question of when are we going to consolidate. And when we do consolidate, we will see a very quick 10-20% come off the price. And as a trader, I want to lock that in. But if you are long and you like the fundamentals of IoT, you're just enjoying this and just accepting fully that we will pull back and you will not have as much in terms of profit as you did previously. But if you're long, you're all right sitting through that and hoping that it will recover in the near-term future. So that's where we stand as we head into tomorrow. It's all about 10,000 for Bitcoin. It's all about support on the 4-hour time frame for Ethereum and Bitcoin. And it's all about Litecoin and the ability to perhaps steal a little bit of limelight tonight. If these other names are consolidating and we're not being dragged down with it, let's see if Litecoin can break 95. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you all tomorrow.